Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
6-yard line.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Down at the 40.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This is a counter play. Eckler. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 5. 1st down, Chargers.
First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin.
Joshua Kelly on the carry for the Chargers.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Chargers.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 33. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, Hurts. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to DK.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge steam going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Lions 3.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled and fought. When we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. We'll check on his status when we get back. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Hurts, sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Manny's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Metcalf. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. And there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. On the crossing route for 3. That's Cunningham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 31.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield. Break one up. But a nice game there for a first down.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. On second down now, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10. At their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
That's a second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler.
Herbert's pass. Complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Dion.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A loose football.
Recovered by the Chargers.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and 10.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Running is Swift. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on third down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
It's a gain of
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. Second down.
Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man It's complete. Williams. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Herbert.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass intended for...
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Lions will take over. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Escapes the sack. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Complete. It's Cunningham. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in. Now he's stripped. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers.
Mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, coach, but look, we've still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team overall they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta? Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Intercepted by the
two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On fourth down, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams